For the second consecutive year, Spain has overtaken the United States in terms of international tourism, ranking it number 2 in the world after France. Spain's popularity as a holiday destination kicked off in the mid-1960s and 1970s. By 2018, the country beat its own record for the 6th year running, with nearly 83 million tourists, predominantly flocking to the Mediterranean coast. The Spanish coast is also a magnet for second homes buyers, many of whom are retirees and expats seeking a better work-life balance. In the first 6 months of 2018, there were 53,359 purchases by non-Spanish nationals, matching figures from the first half of 2007.
The whole package of Spain is it's very difficult to beat. We've got great infrastructure, it's a great country, it's fantastic people, very open-minded.
Just waking up and having sunshine nearly every day, it is a privilege.
Hay una forma y un entendimiento de la...
We have a very Mediterranean way of understanding life, where everything goes around leisure, family, gastronomy. We are friendly, we are well connected, and we enjoy a good lifestyle.
You get energy here, 12 months per year.
We have the best accessibility coming here. We have an airport which is magnificent.
Some days in July we have up to 450 flights to main destinations every day.
You have all the sports opportunities in the world, starting in polo with Sotogrande. And of course you have at least 50 golf courses within a radius of 20 miles.
You go to all of Spain, which is incredible, all the white villages of Andalusia, Seville, Cordoba, Granada.
We have a great variety of quality gastronomy. For instance, several Michelin star restaurants are here in Marbella.
We all love this area because of the magnificent Andalusian people.
During the 1990s, the country experienced a property boom with an average price rise of 197% between 1996 and 2007. In that same period, coastal property prices surged by an eye-watering 250% as foreigners, mainly from the UK, France and Germany, snapped up second homes. But the bubble burst when the economic crisis hit Spain.
There was an abundance of financing, an abundance of capital in the market, and a lot of decisions were made throughout the whole real estate cycle, let's say, or the process of construction and then acquisition. So developers focused less on design of the product and more on getting it out quickly. And then buyers focused less on what am I buying, but I'm getting good financing and I can quickly secure something.
Today, the land compulsory has to be bought by the ones that want to develop and be a developer. And in order to get construction finance, pre-sales of minimum 50 to 60% is required on private purchase contract.
The level of sales, the volume of sales, has been healthy and reached pre-crisis levels, exceeded pre-crisis levels. That's 2005, 2006, in 2014 already.
With the digitalizations, with all the investments doing down here, with all the companies moving here, with all the new nationalities coming here, you can understand yourself that the prices will probably not go down.
We have down periods and we have up periods. The up period was longer than ever because it was more than 10 years. And then suddenly we had a spell of really down period. It was like everything stopped. And 2-3 years later it started again, and now the prices are moving up again.
As of January 15, the market started going upward, and I'm talking about residential. That dynamic is still going. When there's another element which enhanced that going or has more resiliency in our specific case, because we're only high-end, it is not as exposed to cycle. People with means and capacity continue to have means and capacity, and then continue to enjoy their time, their free time, and are looking for opportunity. You have to deliver what really matters to them. What is important in this continued process is that we've been focusing on the content. Real estate is a consequence. The sheer size and the way the vision was installed 60 years ago allowed us to be, even today, a very diverse destination in terms of content. A family, there's everything for a family. It's not golf, it's not polo, it is not just water and all the related water sports. It has everything to do with green environments, going hiking, being in nature, being in a density level that is very low, because we do not build on more than 25% of the residential parcel. We have two large land banks, one around the Hotel Almenara, and the second one here where we are in La Reserva Club, which is positioned to be the first residential club in Europe, where privacy, security, seclusion, discretion, all the attributes of Sotogrande have been shaped and put back into the DNA of what a consumer and a family expects in the 21st century. So we created a place. La Reserva Club is a country club, has a complete set of amenities that makes the family happy and, more importantly, together. There is no plastic fantastic here. We're out of fashion.
With quality driving the renaissance, the high-grade realty on offer is unprecedented in the region.
All your appetite can be satisfied here. Why? Because the architects from other areas, from other cities, from other countries, they come here because they can really let their imagination go.
Obviously what we sell today, quality-wise, is something which is very similar to any other country in Europe, in Central Europe or Northern Europe. So insulation is good, acoustic insulation is good, design is great.
No one builds anymore the Andalusian style, which is, in a way, sometimes I feel it's a shame, because we used to know our little Andalusian villages here and it looked beautiful, but now you see everywhere in between, you see this huge modern contemporary buildings, which is beautiful in one way, and the other way we're still in Spain, so it is sometimes a little bit of a conflict. But you do, yeah, people demand now, they do want to have contemporary homes.
A lot of new developments now are like these white boxes, like almost looking back to the 70s. But so I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something else, something that stands out. The feeling must be luxury. We come to the conclusion that we were going to build a luxury boutique development with houses, townhouses. Every house has a big roof terrace with a swimming pool and outdoor kitchen also. So you can spend the whole day in up on the roof. One of the few plots left here in Nueva Andalusia that has a walking distance to Puerto Banús. It's up on a hill, fantastic views from all of the houses that we're going to build. I like to live an active lifestyle. I like to walk in the mountains, I like to bicycle, I like to be on the sea. And in Marbella you can do a lot of activities.
Spain's real estate industry has bounced back and is today highly competitive. This is particularly so along the Mediterranean coast, where a wide range of architectural design is appealing to a cross-section of buyers.
We have top-notch architecture studios. Few places in the world have the quality professionals that we have here in the Costa del Sol.
At ARC Architects, our vision is to be involved in the whole of the construction process in order to guarantee a quality product. We accompany our clients throughout the whole process, taking care of every detail and every aspect of the construction process. This is what makes us different. Architecture implies the need for construction. An architect is not a designer. An architect is a builder, and if you are not capable of efficiently building your designs, you are not practicing architecture. In an interview with the architect Álvaro César, when granted the Pritzker Prize, he was asked about the meaning of architecture. Everybody was expecting a philosophical answer. He simply says that architecture for him was the creation of an environment for the life of people above all. This humanist vision, which places humans in the center of everything, is very clear to us. Architecture should be beyond trends and fashion. I believe the key is to be faithful to the place, its surroundings and traditions. At ARC Architects, we build homes that generate emotions. With quality driving the Renaissance, the high-grade realty on offer is unprecedented in the region.
Everybody is happy because there's the modern style, the contemporary style, and of course that's what most people are wanting now. But even today, we had clients and they say, oh, we already have a modern house in India, now we would like something more traditional. This particular villa has an amazing design. The architect is half German, half Spanish, Ernesto Palanco. He did the most incredible design on this house with very high ceilings. I mean, it's a palatial design in this house. It's on the Golden Mile. The Golden Mile goes from Marbella to Puerto Banús. It is on the hillside, so you get a view. It has 10,000 meter land. The ceiling are of a Moroccan influence. The swimming pool in this house, I've been to Marrakesh in La Mamounia. I feel when I'm in the garden that I'm in La Mamounia. And you have the vegetation. I mean, the vegetation in this house is unique. The flowers, the palm trees, the fountains. Right from the entrance, it has this beautiful driveway. And I think the view that you get through the house, when you come in through the door, you have this open view. And then you have this architectural point, which is, if you look straight away you have a view, but if you look sideways you have views as well. So very, very high design.
The intense activity in property development between Malaga and Soto Grande has been described as remarkable, with approximately 300 new building projects underway, providing buyers with extraordinary choice.
We focus purely on new developments, and we are the commercial department of a developer that doesn't have one, or a developer that does have a commercial department but not dedicated to foreign clients. We have in total 27 developments at the moment where we are the commercializing master agent, in some cases also the project manager or the developer. Our developments are all located in a geographical boundary between Soto Grande and Malaga. We are also especially proud of our Alcazaba Lagoon project. We are currently on the third phase, and we should be launching next Monday the fourth phase of another 58 apartments of 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms. Those newer phases, as anywhere in the Costa del Sol, are in a different style now, a very contemporary style, very open plan. A lagoon that is surrounded by private beaches, like nice white sand, a beach restaurant and beach club, and a lot of water sport facilities.
The buzz in the real estate sector has brought with it an increasing number of interior designers, catering to the tastes of a global and sophisticated clientele.
There's a very competitive environment here, and everywhere popping up new interior designers, new architecture firms. Our aim is that's really important for us, that we achieve what the client wants to realize. A lot of designers, they see a space and they think, ooh, if that would be my house, I would do this and that and the other. For us, that is not the goal. Our goal is to really understand what the client needs. We're a very young team, a very fun team, very good professionals. We have interior designers, we have architects, we have 3D designers, which is today really, really important, because the people in the big projects, they need to see what they're getting. The project in the Puente Romano area stands a little bit out of our normal projects, because you feel more like you're in England or even in France in a beautiful townhouse. The brief was the owner wanted to have like a kind of a James Bond kind of look house. La Perla, I must admit, is one of my favorite projects, because the owner let us really completely freehand. He said to us a little bit, his wife was also involved, she said she wants a bit of color, she's not afraid of color. Use any products we wanted nearly, and the outcome was very, very amazing.
One in 3 buyers in the province of Malaga is foreign, a demographic that was responsible for the purchase of 9,000 properties last year. While the British buyer is still in a significant majority, uncertainty regarding Brexit has dampened the UK market, with the slack being picked up by other nationalities.
We used to have in the past 50% British clients. We used to have 25-30% Spanish clients, and the rest were a mixture. Today, it's all very mixed.
There's a very strong presence of Scandinavian clients. Norwegians, Swedish are very active buying property in the region. Also Belgians and Dutch.
Since June 2016, when Brexit came, we've been going up and down like a yo-yo. Even if Great Britain is not a part of the European Union anymore, they will still keep on buying. There will be some different things. Maybe they have to pay some taxes were slightly higher. They have to have a private health insurance in Spain. But in overall terms, there's still this love affair. I do believe there's still this love affair of British clients with Spain. Absolutely.
Buyers are more responsible with their purchase. They don't just enter into purchase without knowing what's going on. They enter into all the details. I think internet has also helped with that.
You spend here 2 weeks on vacation, and then you go home to your country and work. Now you go here and spend 3 months maybe, and you bring your work with you, with your computer and everything. That's what we see from the buyers now.
Clients buying right now, they are between 28 and 50. 5 years ago, 90% of the buyers were 55 plus. And this is a huge difference. And it's only, I think, thanks to the digitalization. 10 years ago, it was more or less fashion to say to other people, I'm working so much, I don't have time. Today I had 70 meetings or 70 emails or whatever. Today you can see a trend that people want to have time. And this trend comes very good along to health. You can really feel and see a difference in how people feel when they live down here. They are happier, they are having more time, and they give their family and their children much more attention than they do, for example, in a big capital city. What you buy down here is a lifestyle, it's a life change. And as a broker, you need to help the clients all the way. Because obviously they are buying a property usually in a country where they don't have any experience. They don't know exactly the area. We are very good in listening to the client and finding the right properties for the client and push down the price on this and them in the bottom. So we don't have to consider what the seller of the property wants. We are taking care of the buyers, we negotiate the price after we find the absolutely best property for the buyer. Hotel W is opening, Four Seasons is opening, the harbour is being rebuilt. A big British investment company invests 600 million euro in a huge resort. I think what we see already now is just it's nothing compared to the actual fact in 5-6 years from now.
The property boom in the 1990s led to an explosion in holiday homes, hotels and resorts, a trend curtailed by the 2008 market crash.
At that time, Spain was building 800,000 houses a year, more than the rest of the Europe combined. Today we are building less than 100,000. Less than 100,000 is 8 times less than in that times. 300 projects in the coast, they are too much? I think not. I think really not. Half of Europe want to come here to live. Europe is getting older. We moved to Marbella because we believed the Marbella market was the first market to grow after the crisis. The strategy was different to the main strategy in the markets. Here in the market, normally architect works by one side, project manager works on the other side, and builder works on the other side. It means more cost, it means more times, more delays, and normally more problems. We fixed that problem, guarantee to the customer, full turnkey project, no extra cost, nothing, and if something happens, it's all full responsibility.
We play with the dynamics from the volumes and voids. We try to get the light from outside. We play with the shadows too. We try to involve the surroundings, play with the nature. We don't design like using what is trendy in that moment. We normally work with basics as the light, the shadows, the volumes, the surroundings, the land where we are placing the project.
For the 2016, we changed the strategy. Why we changed the strategy? Not because lack of customer they are. A lot of customers in the top level market. The problem is top level customer want the best plots. The best plot disappeared in the market in the 2016, 2017. It was really difficult to find a plot that accomplished with the top level market. We were thinking people need houses to be affordable, even in the medium high class. There are still some big plots, a few of them that still are very good plots. So we found a nice plot called La Voladilla in the second line of the beach, 5 minutes to Puerto Banús. We concentrated a lot of customer and we did the design, we did everything really nice. It's average under 1 million, but we were selling products, villas, individual villas, that any other competitor have in a little more than 1 million euros. We sold to our investor in less than 500,000 euros. Building company is mine, so I have profit in the building company. Architect company is mine, I have profit as an architect. Project manager is mine, so I have profit in the project management. I don't need to have the profit as a developer. I love my work. So for me, it doesn't mind to have a 20% profit or 10% profit. I want to do things.
The impact of the financial crisis on the property sector in Spain have made real estate prices attractive to institutional investors for the first time in years.
The profile of the developer has changed. It was necessary to have new players in the market, such as the investment funds. There was a need for capital and banks who were not granting loans any longer. The investment fund arrived and provided capital. In some cases, venturing with local partners in order to develop projects.
But SVP contacted us because this project has a lot of complexities, a lot of peculiarities. So Intempo is a project that, as you know, has been, stop-start since the crisis. We took the building and analyzed all of the history, analyzed why decisions were made in the past, analyzed what the market needs today. With all of our knowledge and using the market inputs, optimized the product to the extent it made sense.
Principalmente lo que hemos hecho ha sido cambiar.
In the apartments, what we did was to change the windows of the living rooms and bedrooms, equipping them with sliding doors in order to win space, as well as increasing the height in order to gain length. We have also increased the size of the common areas up to 7,000 square meters. We have decided not to develop the apartments on the 46th floor in order to create a spa of approximately 250 square meters, with saunas, bars and breathtaking views. In the ground floors, we have regained a space of 4,300 square meters of common areas, including a swimming pool of 800 square meters and a small one of 90 square meters. Because of the configuration of the building, the apartments from the 22nd floor and upwards will enjoy breathtaking views without any element in sight. A very important aspect of Intempo is its location in one of Benidorm's upcoming areas. Benidorm has two beaches, very different from each other. Where we are, the facilities and developments are very different from the neighbouring beach, where the density of construction is greater than the density in Manhattan. In this area, the density of construction is much lower, and it's becoming the trendy neighbourhood in Benidorm.
Overwhelmed by the number of tourists arriving each year, the Spanish Ministry of Tourism is promoting quality over quantity, and Spain is gradually shedding much of its package tour image to become an upmarket destination. Technological advances mean a choice location is no longer exclusive to entrepreneurs and retirees. People from all walks of life are choosing the Spanish coasts in their quest for a new lifestyle.